Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at Revolves and the custom nut feature. So this is another custom feature that you can install to your toolbar in Onshape, and it will allow you to create a hole for you to place a nut in, so it's captively locked into that part. Great for 3D printing and even laser cutting if you want to join some parts together and you want to have that nut locked in there. So I'm just going to start by creating a revolve. So it's something we've not covered on the channel yet. So just like with an extrude, we start a revolve by clicking on sketch. So my mouse has just moved up to sketch there, and you'll see the red circles appear when I click. It's then asking me the sketch plane, so I'm just going to click front and then press N. So we've got our front plane there. Now I'm going to start off by using the corner rectangle, and I'm going to draw a rectangle top to bottom there and dimension that. So this piece is 50 and it's going to be 25 wide. And from the bottom line there to the centre line there, we're going to put that in at 25. Now it's important when we do a revolve, we're going to revolve around this centre line here, so that's the one that's now highlighted in orange. So I need to keep everything to that side of it. So I'm on the left hand side here. I'm then going to do another corner rectangle just in the bottom here, and we'll resize that to 25 by 10, and I'm going to delete, so use the trim tool to delete these parts here. Now you will notice that's gone blue. It's because it's now not locked in place, that line. So if I just put the dimension tool back on, it's now locked in place. So we've got a completed sketch. So I'm going to press the tick. I'm just going to drag this so you can see it in 3D. And along from Revolve, we have Revolve. So I click on Revolve, Faces and Sketches, well, it's sketch 1. And my Revolve axis is this line here. And straight away, it spins round. It looks a bit like a top hat. But imagine this is a foot to go on or something. And what we need to do is we need to put a nut in the top here so it can be threaded on. So we use the captive nut tool. So you would just press plus and type in captive nut in there. Now I will warn you, it does take a bit of scrolling down to actually find the custom feature. There's quite a few other captive nut documents that it finds, but we are looking for the custom feature. So eventually that one there, captive nut, is the one we're looking for. So mine is installed up here. So I click captive nut and we can pick our standard. So ISO, ANSI. I'm going to leave it on ISO. I'm going to pick a 10mm nut. It's hexagonal. The nut type is regular or nylock. So depending which one, I'm going to leave it as nylock. And from the menu there, what we've got to do is points to place pockets. So basically, where do you want to put your captive nut? So we use the make connector button there, and I'm going to click the top, and you'll see the nut comes in. Now this is the great bit about it. If I decide that actually I want it to be an 18mm nut, it automatically updates. So I can change the size of my nuts, pardon the pun, quite easily. So we'll leave it at 10mm there. The last thing we have to do is tick merge with all. Sorry. Turn that. Click merge scope part 1 and then merge with all. And when you press the tick there, you will then get your captive nut. So what you could do then is, if you wanted this to be hollow, or you wanted the bolt to pass all the way through, I could click on there as sketch, and from the centre there I can do a hole which is slightly bigger than the nut. So it's not slightly bigger than the nut, slightly smaller than the nut there. We make it 17.5, so it's just slightly smaller. Press the tick, click on extrude, sketch toe, remove material, and if I press the tick there, you can then see there's a chamber or there's a hole underneath that the thread for your bolt can pass through. Now the great thing about this is I've suddenly looked at it, and another thing I love about Onshape and most CAD packages is I can go and make changes rather quickly. So we can see the nut in there, and what I'm straight away realising is that this top part is too large. So if I go back to sketch 1 and press N, if I reduce the size of this part here, it's all going to move in, so it's now 20. So if I press the update, so tick that, it's automatically updated. And again, I could go and add something like a fillet here if I wanted to make my leg a bit more ornate. Okay, so that was a quick one today. Thanks for watching. I hope it's been helpful.